It's a great pumpkin!
You guys, it's September 1st. Well, at least it is when you're seeing this. So that means the tides have turned from your regular iced coffee to the hot one. I don't make the rules. First it's the coffee, then it's sweaters. We're not there yet. It's still like 80 degrees. But anyway, it is September. It's time to decorate. I am so excited. I have been awaiting this day with bated breath. This is like the Super Bowl for anyone that loves Halloween because we have been hunting. We have been hunting for Halloween since July or June for some people. And it all comes down to this. We are looking, we have been searching for the exact pieces that we want to show off. And of course, some of them don't fit if you like to change your theme. Some of them don't fit into what you're doing. But I was definitely keeping in mind what I wanted to do this year. And I was like looking for those certain pieces that would really fit that. And of course, some of them I had to DIY. I had to adjust, paint, create from scratch, which you will see. So my theme this year is graveyard. I wanted to do a really cool graveyard, and I wanted to have like stacked skulls on the one side of my TV console because unfortunately I do not have a fireplace. So all of us fireplaceless people, you feel my pain because a fireplace really brings together a room. So without a fireplace, it can be trickier, but of course you can still create something incredible. So I kind of work around my TV console, and then I have this floating shelf above the TV. So what I was thinking was kind of stacked skulls on the one side and then tombstones on the other. So big pieces in the front hugging the TV console, and then kind of going from there, trickling up onto the top shelf. I found some skulls and gravestones at Michael's, and then that house from Target, I was waiting for that because really the last piece I needed for my theme was like some kind of house. I was also like playing with the idea of a, what do you call them? What do you call those things that are in graveyards? I was playing around with that idea. I can't remember what they're called. I was looking for one and I was like the things I was finding wasn't quite what I was looking for, like the style or the size. So when I saw the haunted house on the Target threshold, I was like, I need that house. That's gonna be on my top shelf. There's gonna be like bats around it. I'm gonna do like a moon in the corner, and it's gonna be great. And there's gonna be little gravestones, like small ones next to the house. And then it's gonna like sweep down to the TV and the floor. So that is what I wanna do for the TV console. I have my shelf with the little hutch above it. That's gonna be ghost themed. I have several little ghost mugs and just really beautiful ghosts that I have collected this season that I just wanna show off. So that is gonna be all ghost themed. For the kitchen, it's gonna be pretty simple. I don't go a ton all out in there, but I will obviously show what I do. And then for the couch and the chairs, I'm just gonna throw some spooky pillows and blankets. And yeah, so let's have fun. Let's decorate together. Let's light a candle, put on a spooky movie, and just get into the Halloween season. Without further ado, let's go do the hardest part of this whole thing, and that is going to get the boxes. Oh, they're so heavy. Oh shoot, the camera's in the way. The camera is in the way. Ugh. Ugh. I literally just cracked the bin because I had to go over the camera. Oh. Okay. I am using this as a little lapel. I ordered one and it was the wrong one that I needed. So, rolling with the punches. I'm already sweating. Already sweating. And I haven't even started decorating yet. Oh, out of the way. I honestly cannot believe how heavy some of these bins are. It's insane. Oh, gross. There's a huge spider down here. Ew. Oh, he's gross. Oh, the spider's on a box that I need. Go, 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 go. Ew. Oh my God, there's two. There's another one. Oh, I'm trying to be brave. Is there Halloween in here? No, no Halloween in the spider box. That's a good thing. Oh my God, that was gross down there. Okay, so I got the vast majority of the boxes all up here. So the first thing that we're going to do is pack up the spring/summer decor. So I'm gonna just do a little time lapse of that and put it all back in its bin. The fact that it fits all in this one bin is says a lot. Now that everything's out of the way, we can really begin with the decorating, and I'm going to find the spooky cloth first because that's kind of the base of what we're gonna be creating from. But the tricky part is gonna be finding it. Aha! Wow. Smart, Sarah, smart. Found him. Right on the top. He was right on top of the box as if I knew. I was like, next year Sarah's gonna need this. So, okay, let's hang this up first. And we're gonna try to drape it like we did last year, because I just really love how that looks. Let's clean it off first though. We're gonna be using this candle. Oh, look it. Isn't she perfect? Got it from Home Goods, saw it, left, regretted it, went back and got it. See, that's how you know that you really want something. Sometimes it's gone, which sucks, but still there, loved it, had to get it. And it's not just for the design. It smells really, really good. It's not my cauldron candle. It's good. It's a good candle. All right, let's set this puppy down where it can't cause a fire. I thought Practical Magic fit the graveyard theme because they're like bringing back to life people. I don't know, I thought it worked. So I'll put on another graveyard theme movie after this. But, oh, thank God for these hooks. Okay, yes, looking good. Now, let's start with the spooky trees.
Put a lime in the coconut and drink them both together.
Doctor! I might have to go get more trees. I don't know. I might have to get like, I wish that they came in like different sizes, you know, like varying, because those are similar sizes. Let me grab one of the stars of the show that is going to help figuring out just placement. This house. It's from the Target Threshold line. It is absolutely gorge. I love her. And she is going to be the star of the show. Well, one of the stars. So I'm thinking maybe center is better. Okay, yeah. I'm liking this. And then let's get our little gravestones. So I bought these at Michael's the other day. They light up. But these are gonna go here. These are gonna go on the the base of the TV console. So here they are. Wow, they were right in front of me. All right, let's get these little stinkers. I have no idea how I'm gonna set these guys up. Here we go. There's no way they're gonna stay. There's no way. Would they stay up with a little bit of tape? Here, let's try it out. I hate using tape because I just find it, I don't know, kind of wasteful. I don't know if that's silly. It might not even stick, honestly. Let's see. Is that even gonna stick? Okay. It kinda does, but I don't know if that's gonna stay. Okay, that seems to be working. Oh no, he's fallen. Man down. Okay, I found a solution to what we're gonna do. I found this floral wire and I'm going to break some off and try to make little cross legs for the tombstones. That should totally work. So let's do that. Are you joking? I thought I hit the record button. I made this little standee for the tombstone and I didn't hit record, so. But that's okay. Honestly, it's not tutorial worth. It's basically, I just took a piece of this floral wire right here and I just kind of twisted it. I stuck it inside the tombstone and then twisted it into a little crosshair. And yeah. Do something like that. Cool. Looks good to me. Apologies if the lighting isn't the best, but I'm trying, so hopefully it looks good. But anyway, I have this garland here, and it's kind of like ivy. I got this at Michael's. Not long. Okay. Why did I think that this wrapped around a couple of times? That is fine. Actually, wait a minute. No, this does work. This works. It's very bendy, which that is super helpful. This might be the time where we use tape. I don't know. Well, the house, this is what's great when you have a heavy middle object, is you can always put things on it. Perfect. I adjusted the trim here. We are still going to add the moon up in the top right. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow because I might need to go get some either command strips or some kind of adhesive. And I don't have a lot of options right now. I think I only have tape, so gotta run to the hardware store. But this so far is looking cute. I think let's move on to the bottom, like this little area by the TV, and let's add some stuff there.
Tomorrow for sure.
Good morning. It is the following day. I have gone to Joann's. She really pulled through for me. There were a couple things that I needed to just add some touches to what I've already have planned. Overall, up here is looking good. I'm gonna add some more trees. I got a couple of branches at Joann's, and so we're gonna cut those up, I think, and then we're gonna move on to the bottom area and just kind of finesse that and add some foliage. I got some hay and I got some moss. It's cloudy today, so it's perfect for the mood and the vibe, but not so much for lighting a house that has no windows. If at any point this is lit bad, I'm sorry. Let's move on to the TV area and kind of figure out what we're doing there. Like my slippers? You know you do. Yeah, I'm talking to the camera. Husbands, am I right? Also, when you don't have pockets, fanny pack. Innovations that people come up with, let me tell you. So, we have these tombstones right here, and I'm thinking we're gonna put a couple here. We're gonna have some skulls over here, and then some bigger tombstones over here. So it's just from here on out, just kind of figuring out like the configuration of everything. The movie currently playing, Corpse Bride, staying on theme as best as we can. Personally, Corpse Bride is my favorite Tim Burton movie, unpopular opinion. But yeah, is it unpopular? Well, the overall consensus is Nightmare Before Christmas, I think. That's everyone's like favorite, at least animation. Okay, so we got a small, medium, and large one. I got these at Michael's, by the way. Love them. And I really like the texture. This one's probably my favorite. But I'm thinking these two here. I'm thinking like that. Yeah, something like that. And so once I get the placement of these, I'm gonna use this right here to add like a decorative scenery around it. And then I also bought this moss. We also have this crow. We have a couple of random decorative pieces. We have the crows, and then we also have these candles. But I don't want to do, obviously I don't want to do too much. That's probably too much. And then over here on this side, I'm thinking the bigger tombstone along with, I also really love the crying angel, but maybe that'll go back like that in the background. Let's get some of this moss and stuff going. think I'm gonna do a little bit of moss around the gravestones and then let the rest be hay, because the moss is pretty messy. Like, it looks really cool, but I definitely don't want a ton of like little moss crumbs to be all over the living room. So this is what I've got so far. I have the crow with the 2 smaller tombstones and a bigger one with some hay and moss. And then on the other side, I have a tombstone, some moss and hay, and the candle. And I think that's looking pretty cute. The camera isn't focusing, but can you see that little twinge of color outside the window? That tree is starting to turn, and I'm so excited. Okay, everything is all clean, so let's go get those skulls that we painted, and they're looking great, by the way. So I'm gonna go grab those. While present Sarah is doing that, past Sarah is going to tell you how she made her skulls. I'm simply just adding baking soda and white paint and mixing that together until I get like a cement-like consistency. And then I'm gonna paint all of these skulls I got from at home until I get interrupted by my favorite neighborhood dog. And I'm just gonna do coat after coat and then adding some baking soda on top and then more paint and just doing that until it's looking like cement. I let them dry and that's pretty much it. Oh, okay. I love how these turned out. I think I'm gonna do something like this, because I want to have the candles next to them. I will glue them if I have to, but I'd love to not. Okay, yeah, and then that one leaning. Oh, yeah. Okay, that looks good. Let me go get the candles. I moved the camera down a little bit so you can see better. I think I want to have the candles kind of like nestled in this little hole. Now let's just do the same thing with the tombstones. Okay, you guys, so I ended up getting rid of the gravestones completely, and I went with the Headless Horseman. He's not a gravestone, no, but I feel like he fits the graveyard theme just fine. He brings death, you know, it's still on theme. There were just too many gravestones. Like, the 2 there, and then those 2, and then those 2 or 3, and then all those up there. I was like, that's a lot. And so I thought that he went really nicely with the stacked skulls. And then I was going to initially do this guy, but he is like a completely different white than the skulls. He's like an off-white, and the skulls are like this, you know, stark ghost white. I don't know. I feel like the Headless Horseman looks really cool, especially with the hay. Very like harvest, and his colors fit well. And the white pumpkins and the white skulls, I think it looks cute. And at the end of the day, if you don't, you can keep that thought to yourself. I think now we're going to move on to the walls. I have another thing I need to do to the top unfortunately. But I think I want to move on to a wreath that I got. I got a wreath that I just need to add a couple of touches to. So let's move on to that. I wanted to find a wreath to replace the current one I have, so I just grabbed this one at Joann's, and I loved the color, and I saw these like black berries next to it, and I thought that would be perfect, nice and simple. Then to fill in some trees in the background behind the house, I just grabbed some twigs from Joann's, used my floral foam here, cut those down so they were nice and thin, and just stuck the twigs into different sections of it. You want to know how I made that adorable moon? Well, let me show you. So I found a downloadable image online and I just kind of tweaked it to the expression that I was wanting for my decor. I printed out the face in 4 different images and then cut it out as a stencil, spray painted a white circle I got from Michael's, and then put that stencil on top and spray painted it black. Pretty straightforward and easy. Voila! Now you got an adorable moon that you can use for all different types of decor. Oh my god, this looks so freaking cool. Broken nail. You guys, it's done. It is complete. What a wild journey this whole thing has been. I had a lot of fun. It's always part stressful and part fun because it's fun. I love looking at all my Halloween decor and just thinking of where I'm putting it and just remembering all the really fun things I've found over the years. But it's also really stressful and just the boxes and just trying to find certain things. But I'm so glad I chose the theme that I did. I think it turned out really, really well. I tweaked my idea at the very end there with the Headless Horseman, but I think that fits well. I think I would have done all gravestones if I had found some really nice, like professional looking ones on the bottom, I think it just looked too weird. It looked too much with just more of the same gravestones on the bottom. And so when I switched those out and put the Headless Horseman there, I was like, I love how that looks. That looks way better. And I think the colors just went better together. Like the black of the Headless Horseman, the black of the candles, and then the white of the skulls and the white of the pumpkins. I think it just blended really nicely. Everything overall went okay. I've had a couple of technical issues through this process, which is annoying. You know, I didn't get my lapel mic in time. That was annoying. And then my light. I have my one right now, but yesterday my light just decided to just stop. So I have one light and right now I'm like using as much natural light as I can. I have the windows open, the door is open, like, so sometimes you just run into little issues, little hiccups. I will say, while I had technical issues, I did not have any issues with crafting. Everything that I wanted to craft turned out really great. The moon, how good did that moon turn out? And I'm so happy that I changed the face. I just think that it fits perfectly with the theme and just, I don't know, I love the shock look on his face. The skulls look great. And then the trees that I added in the background, I think they really filled out. So crafting wise, we did good. I'm glad that I chose my theme prior to Halloween hunting. That really helped. I'm gonna do that next year as well. I'm gonna pick my theme and then be looking for it. It made it so much easier instead of just grabbing things I liked and not having an idea till the end. That helped. My favorite things that I grabbed this year, I would say the Threshold house. I missed out on the Threshold advent calendar from a couple years back. It's gone. It's on Mercari, of course, for $200. So that's great. But so I was really happy to see that they had another house, and I love this one even more, I think. It tied my whole theme together. It's just beautiful. I really love a couple of things that I found at this amazing antique fair. This ghost, he's a little bank, and he is just absolutely darling. I saw him and my mouth dropped open. I was like, I need to have him. So I love having him right here on display. And this whole ghost cupboard came together so well. It just, all of it, all the little ghosts that are on here, it just makes me so happy. I see it and I'm just like, oh, like, ghosts are my favorite, and I just love collecting them. I love looking for certain ones and just being like, oh my gosh. And yeah, it just brings me a lot of joy, and just all the fun little variations that you find. Yeah. And then my blow mold ghost, love him. I saw another blow mold. It's one that's very sought after. It's a Happy Halloween. It's also a Don Featherington blow mold, and I saw that, and then I saw him and I was like, I like this more, even though I don't see a ton of people like seeking this guy. I loved him more, and I was like, I want that one, and I'm so glad I brought him home. I love like the little hands peeking through the cloth. He's just so cute. So overall, those are my favorite picks. Those are my favorite finds this season. I had so much fun Halloween hunting. Thank you guys so much for all the love and the comments on my videos and enjoying my edits and laughing with me. But what I love is that it makes me feel like I have a bunch of friends with me and I'm hunting with you guys, and I love getting your opinions and your feedback and seeing the kind of things that you're hunting for. But even though it seems like we're done and that, we've decorated, we're done, right? Well, there's also discounts coming up. So once October approaches, we're going to start seeing some big discounts. So I am sure that we will be back in the car looking around for more cute finds. My husband and I are going to be going to New England. We're going to be going to Massachusetts, and there is an antique place on the way that I went to 2 years ago. It was like my absolute favorite place. I found so many things. So I will be taking you guys along there. So there is plenty more hunting to come. Don't you worry about that. As well as many other summer. That's the thing about winter. Everyone complains about winter, but at least it's quiet. Anyway, so don't worry. I will be taking you guys on many more spooky adventures. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below what your theme is, what you are thinking of for your homes, and if there isn't a theme that you went with, just what's your favorite pieces that you put out this year. I would love to hear about it. I would love to know your themes. Thank you so much for watching, my cute and creepy friends, and stay spooky, and happy September 1st.